Hello everyone, this is Rattues498 and this is a live recording and a commentary from myself on the Third and Rat channel. I'm playing as Russia. I've got my standard Russian build for Flatlands, which is 6 Lancer, 4 Lifeguard foot, 3 Jaegers, and I believe it's 5 line, and a standard general. My opponent is playing as the Ottomans. I was kind of expecting him to bring melee, which was why I chose Russia, but he disappointed me and didn't. So he's got 5 light, which in my opinion isn't a great idea. You bring lights with Ottoman, they're not really any use or any good. They've got so much better units that you could bring to replace them. So, normal style, going to send my cav out to the flanks. I'm going to move up in 2 split forces. My strength's on my left, my weaker force on my right, so I've got my 4 Lifeguard foot on my left, and my weaker units are all on my right side. I've extended my Jaegers so that they can take more hits without actually getting hit themselves. So I'm going to move my lance on this side out to the flank as well. So my opponent is a player from the Wok clan. He is, you'll see his name at the end. I'm giving up on trying to say people's names nowadays, I can't pronounce them anymore. So my opponent brings 3 of his lights across to my left flank and moves his cav a little bit further out, as you can see behind. I'm predicting that his cav's going to be the only problem for me really. His cav's going to be a lot better, so I won't be able to try and out-cav him in this battle. So I move up my lines, my lights, and I'm going to send my cav forward as well. So as you can see, we've engaged now. My line, 2 of my line are engaged, and here's my cav going in now. And my light are engaged as well. I'm going to send my cav in. If they do a lot of damage, great. Mainly they're just there as a disturbance. I'm going to move my other 2 Lifeguard foot up. Basically, I'm going to try and concentrate on his light first, because I don't really have much light. So if I can kill them off, it shouldn't be too much of a problem killing off the rest of his units, because in fact I have elites. So here goes my cav through. And I believe he managed to form a square. With 1 unit, kind of half formed a square. The other one didn't manage to. He sent a cav charge as well into the back of his own units, which is something I bizarrely see a lot of people doing. I don't think people seem to realise that you're actually going to hit your own line before you engage the cav. So it's going to cause you a problem. I'm going to keep moving my cav around as much as possible. If you keep them still, you find yourself in a lot of trouble. There's another battle I'm going to be posting against Elens Angelos. I think that's how you pronounce Elens. Well, I use my cav pretty well. I'll be posting that one pretty soon. So as you can see, the cav's disturbing everything. My Lifeguard foot shooting everything up as the cav's in there. Cav's all routed away now on that flank, but it's done its job, it's got me in. As you can see, his 2 lights are shooting at my lights, not causing me a problem. I believe the only problem I've got there is the fact that my lights aren't actually firing. One thing I've noticed when I extend my line, my lights out, is that they tend not to actually fire. They tend to kind of like get stuck halfway between deploying. So basically they're just there as a meat shield, not really doing anything else. So now I've pretty much taken this flank, I'm going to move 3 of my line up to help engage. I'm going to send my general staff to try and attack these guys who will come back from routing. I was kind of hoping the Lifeguard foot, in all fairness, would have done a lot better than they actually did. but it didn't really bother me too much. They did what I asked them to do. The other thing I was pretty disappointed about is I believe one of my line units ran off pretty quickly as well, which was very surprising for me. So I've wrapped myself around his flank. He's got a couple of units coming back from the dead behind, but it's not going to cause you too much of a problem. I've got 2 cav units there which I switched from the right flank to the centre a little while back, so they will go in now and they will take the pressure off the lifeguard foot and the lines. And here's my general staff finishing off these guys, which he's pretty handy for that. As soon as I see they can't form square anymore, I know it's pretty much safe to charge them. So instead of forming squares and staying and getting shot, he tries to run away. Doesn't manage to do it, gets caught. So there's 2 Lancer units hitting straight into the back of him, which have done a lot of damage. And the whole time my line on this side are moving up. And as I say, always keep your Lancers moving. So as you can see, I'm switching them from target to target constantly. My general staff's done his job, finished off the routing units, so I'm going to bring him back. So I'm just keeping on moving my line up as he keeps running away. I'm going to keep moving him closer and closer and closer. So now I'm going to focus on the 2 line at the front here, and I'm going to cav charge into them. And by doing that, it will stop them from repositioning, stop them from firing. And as they've stopped from firing, I'm now going to move my 2 lines up, which are at the front here, as they won't be able to get a decent shot off at me. They'll be too disorganised. In lots of games I'm playing at the moment, I see lots of people don't tend to bring too much cav on 1-on-1s and 2v2s anymore. I think they're the most valuable unit in 1-on-1s and 2v2s. They can do so much disruption, so much damage very, very quickly that they can really turn a game at any point. So my other cav unit here is going in on the his cav unit. I see he notices and he tries to charge me, so I quickly switch units and I go into his line instead, as there's no way I would win a cav on cav charge against his guys. So I try and bring them in front of my line. Hopefully they'll get shot up at the same time. So he's going to cav charge me, form squares, and I'm going to switch my target of my cav again. As I say, Lancers don't ever keep them stationary. So that's pretty much the end of the battle. Good game to my opponent. Thank you very much for playing. I really am starting to enjoy this Russian army now, to be honest. I'm using them in lots of battles. With the 4 elites, it kind of takes a problem away with them having better lines than you. If you use your elites well, then you won't have any problem at all. But thank you very much everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and also check out my channel, Rattues498, and 33rd Foot channel, Praetorians100. Both the links will be in the description. Thank you very much. Bye bye.